Hey guys, and welcome back to Between the Breakdowns. I'm Kaylin,
And I'm Amber.
and today on this episode, we are going to talk about toxic relationships, cheating, and healing.
Oh, this might be a long episode.
It may be, it might be. We have a lot to unpack, I feel like.
All right. Well, you can go ahead and start it off.
All right, well, let's start off with toxic relationships first.
Okay, toxic.
We'll go in order.
Okay.
So I feel like we both pretty much have had toxic relationships in our past.
We've had
Probably a good amount of them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll start there. So what are like some things that you noticed in your relationship, like in these toxic relationships? What are some things that like stood out to you and you were like, this ain't right?
Oh yeah. So gaslighting is one of them.
Yeah.
You know, obviously replacing excuses or replacing affection with excuses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely mine too. Gaslighting, replacing affection with excuses, and probably also like blame shifting.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I was blamed for a lot of things that I never even did.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I had this one ex who
There's more than one. No, I'm just kidding.
um
Just kidding.
yeah, so I was blamed for a whole ass natural disaster. Like I had left the relationship because obviously it became toxic and I chose to leave. And whenever Hurricane Michael had happened, um, that person went through a very traumatic experience because they lived, obviously in the danger zone. And it was my fault.
Your fault that the hurricane happened?
Yeah, it was my fault. My
Hmm.
fault. Yeah.
That's a lot of power to give
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Wow. Okay. Um, that's wild.
hmm
I that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, yeah, for me, um, I would just get blamed for dumb shit.
hmm
Starting arguments that I didn't cause. Now, don't get me wrong, I've caused some arguments in my lifetime
Oh,
for
no.
sure. I am not
you.
innocent. I once too was toxic.
Yeah.
But a lot of these arguments, no. But it was always my fault towards the end of it in some form, shape, or way.
Yeah. I mean, I've even been the toxic one in a relationship, whether the relationship was in a whether we were seeing each other, sleeping with each other, or whatever, or if it was just a friendship, or if it was family, or what. No matter what the relationship was, I have at some sort of point probably been a toxic in some sort of
Yeah, I
way.
think we all have,
hmm
especially in our younger years when we've had relationships and we're naive
Yeah. Very.
and not knowing or understanding that what we were doing in that time was in fact toxic
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
potentially abusive in some form, shape, or way.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't know. Those are always the things that you look back on and you're like, oh, yeah, I could have done that differently.
Yeah, for sure. A lot. Yeah, most definitely. I think another thing for me was the gaslighting.
Yeah, for sure.
Having arguments and then being told, "Oh, well, that's not how that happened," or you're just being dramatic. That's not how that was meant to be, or that was not
Hmm.
how it should have came out, or the 5,000
Trying,
excuses that
yeah,
would come out.
trying to trick your mind into
Yeah,
thinking
I
something
low
else.
key thought I was crazy for the longest time.
Oh, yeah, I could see.
I low key like thought I was the problem,
Yeah.
100% the
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So, okay. So from toxic relationships
hmm
into cheating.
Cheating.
And we'll kind of go back and forth because I mean they kind of go hand in hand.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so what's your definition of cheating?
So for me, cheating, I feel like if you've made an emotional connection with that other person, then I mean that's cheating for me.
Yeah.
That's cheating. Sleeping with someone necessarily, like if you just come out and me said, "Hey, look, I slept with someone," and you were honest with me, I mean, I feel like that's a little more fixable.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would much rather like you say, "Hey, I got drunk at this bar and slept with this person," and like was honest about it and upfront with it versus like an emotional connection. Because yes, it's going to take work to come back from both,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, it takes both partners willing to put in that
Right.
work to come from it. But I just feel like when you have that emotional connection with someone and you're having,
If you're gone, you're gone.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't feel like there's no coming back from that.
Mm-mm.
Whereas I do believe like you can sleep with somebody and have no feelings there.
I mean, a lot of people can. A lot of people can just disassociate, and
Yeah,
do that.
got too drunk at a bar and was just looking for
And
a good
then
time.
some people can't. Some people
Yeah,
automatically, if they're sleeping with somebody, they're already emotionally connected to them.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
so but yeah,
No,
for me, cheating is like that. I mean,
yeah, no, I agree. I don't know that I would be able to, like, I don't know that I would be able to work through an emotional,
yeah, that would be difficult.
because in the back of my head, like, you've already formed that connection with them. So, where is my place when you already have that
Yeah,
connection with someone else?
yeah,
Does that make sense?
absolutely.
Okay.
Because now, if you're choosing someone else, and I'm just go ahead and choose them,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, I agree completely.
What were some of your what were some signs that you knew cheating was going on?
I think one of the biggest signs I noticed was walking out of the room while on the phone having a conversation with them.
Being sneaky.
Yeah, or at least making it seem like it was sneaky.
Yeah, of course. Did you already like have a feeling?
Oh, absolutely. 1000%.
Yeah, you already knew what was going on.
Yeah, I just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah. That's
Didn't
what
want to admit it.
women's intuition. We already knew.
Yeah.
We already
No,
knew.
definitely knew. Didn't want to admit it. But then, yeah, because I feel like if you're on the phone with someone or having a conversation with somebody, regardless of who it is, if like, unless it's like work related or you're planning me a surprise party or like
Yeah.
there's no reason that you
Not the
should
surprise party.
like there's
Right.
there's no reason like to leave a room to have a conversation with a friend
They
if
were
I'm in the
planning a
room.
surprise, all right. Surprise! We slipped and fell on each other's vaginas. Surprise!
There's no reason to walk out of a room while you're having a conversation. At least I don't feel like it. Again, this is solely my opinion and nobody else's, but
True facts. Yeah, no, I
and I
mean,
don't like surprise parties, so please don't plan me one.
I'm saying too much anxiety there. Too much anxiety. I also, had those feelings of, I had already known, I had known. I was like, yeah, I just didn't want to admit it to myself, and
Yeah, whoever wants, I mean, nobody ever wants to
mm-mm.
admit anything like that. But then I think too, like when you've almost been made to feel like you were in a sense making it up in your head and like some of the things that were actually occurring made it out to you like it wasn't happening in that way.
Yeah,
So you're like, okay, I'm just being silly right now. Like I'm
my
a
mind's
silly
playing
goose.
tricks
What am
on
I
me.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, until, whenever, like, for instance, this happened to me one time. I went to the movies with them, and, they're two smaller children, and the smallest children calls me the other person's name.
Yeah.
That kind of solidified it for me.
Yeah, that's definitely
You
that would
should see your
definitely
face.
that would
I
de-
wish you guys could see her face.
that would definitely confirm it.
Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, could you even imagine how that made me feel in that moment? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
It was horrible. But,
mhm.
you live, you learn.
Yeah, you do.
So, should we talk about, how we transitioned into the healing part?
Yeah, absolutely. that was rough going into the healing and realizing you had to heal. Like there was no other choice but
And not from just, relationships as, partner relationships, but
in
like
general.
in general,
Yeah.
like how you were as a person as, growing up or as a teenager when you saw certain, like looking back at certain behavioral patterns, I guess.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
you're like, damn,
Yeah, because I think
I need therapy.
because for me, I think it also made me look at myself and my behavioral patterns and who I was and go, that's not the person that I want to be anymore.
Right.
And encourage me to do better and be better.
Yeah, and healing for everyone is different. There's no time frame on it. Some, I don't believe a person can heal overnight.
No.
But
And
I
there's
wouldn't put a timestamp on
no,
healing
and
necessarily.
there's no map for it. There's no way that you should go about it or know like, oh, this is how it has to go for you to be 100% healed. No, everybody heals in their own way at their own time and at their own pace. And just because a person is not as far as long as someone else doesn't mean that they're still not making stride or progress towards that. But someone definitely cannot heal overnight.
Yeah. Do you think that a person can be toxic even when they're trying to take the steps to heal?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Because I think when you're healing, you are kind of focusing on one issue at a time
Mm-hmm.
and working through it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you may have toxic behaviors that are triggered and you may not realize.
Right. Like I wouldn't say a toxic, but like very self-destructive person,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
in my healing journey.
Yeah.
I would say, but I would do it literally to myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was trying to navigate past that and try to get therapy for learning how to not be or have those impulses.
Yeah.
You know.
And I feel like when you're healing, it also brings up like other triggers and other things that you didn't realize maybe that like you needed to heal from, like past relationships before like whatever currently happened or childhood trauma or whatever it may be. Like, and you don't realize until you are like really paying attention to yourself, like, oh, I've got to fix this to fix this because this is what's triggering.
That's true.
If that makes sense.
No, yeah.
So I feel like it's like like I don't feel for me personally like I don't feel like a person's ever truly finished healing themselves. They can I feel like yes, you complete like a stage of healing from a situation, but I feel like there's always
there's always room to grow.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so with that being said, like for me, getting into a healthy relationship was triggering.
I can see that.
Because it was like sitting down and like having communication and like working through issues, even though I was mostly the issue sometimes, like working through those. And it also helped me see like what I needed to change in myself as well.
For sure.
If that makes sense. Cause
yeah, I'm a person with a lot of trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of trust issues. I even struggle with it now, and I believe we've had our own communication over that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have extreme trust issues. So communication is, for me, like probably one of the key points in having a healthy relationship.
Absolutely. And like, okay, so like, here's a story. Here's my little bit of toxic side.
Oh boy.
So like, when me and Amber first got together, our first Halloween together, we spent the night arguing. No, I spent the night arguing with myself. Because
he did.
Because I wanted to have an argument so bad because I mean, let's face it, that's what I was used to. Yeah. I wanted to have an argument so bad, but she doesn't argue.
I don't.
She'll just agree or she'll just go, okay, through the whole thing. until I'm done and let me have a moment. And so I ruined my own Halloween night trying to have this argument that I knew was never gonna be an argument.
Yeah, because like I'm standing there and I already know that she's already angry with herself. It's not directed towards me, so why am I going to get mad? No, I'm a very, very, very patient person. I feel like that's probably my best virtue.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna sit here, let her get it out, let her talk to me. Okay, okay, and then she's gonna realize that.
Yeah, I mean, the next morning when we sat down and talked about it, I definitely realized that I was the problem and that I was arguing with myself, and it's fine.
Yeah,
it's okay. We worked through it.
We did. We did.
And that was just another thing that I realized I needed to fix.
Yeah,
Healing.
we did work through it. But yeah, communication is definitely got to be key. If you can't talk to someone without all the big emotions like getting upset, getting, angry or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'll have all the big emotions.
Yeah.
But I have definitely learned that anger doesn't need to be one of them in those moments.
Absolutely not.
Like, I will cry. I am a freaking
If I'm
crybaby.
crying, I'm already angry for the most
I think
part.
it, I mean, it's
I'm mostly angry with myself.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, if you see me somewhere and somebody just says something to me and I'm crying, it's just because I am so pissed off and I know I can't say nothing to you and I'm angry.
Yes.
But like, if it's me and you, like, communicating back and forth and I'm crying, it's more so like I'm upset with myself because I let myself get to that point.
Yeah.
Or I let myself be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, my brain likes to bully me a lot, so
Yeah.
especially
That's for a whole nother episode.
sure, we'll say that one. Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan. That one was for my friend Erica, who you guys will get to meet later on. But yeah, sure, Jan.
Thanks. Oh man. But yeah, so that and accountability. I think accountability is just as important as communication because if you can't, like, if you can sit down and communicate, but you still can't take accountability for what your part in that was, then what's the point of sitting down and talking about it? If you're just going to continuously project and be like, oh, well, this wasn't my fault. It was still your fault. But we're talking about it. So that's okay. No, that's not how it works.
No, you gotta take accountability for your actions.
Yeah. And it's hard to do.
Oh, I'm great at it though. I feel like I am so great at it. I'd be like, nah, bitch, that's my fault. I'm so sorry.
No, same. And I mean, I will, and there are occasions where in the moment, I may not like immediately take accountability for it. But once I've calmed these big emotions down that I sometimes have,
Yeah.
I will be like, yeah, that was totally my fault. Sorry.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad.
Now that I took off the glasses, I see. But yeah, once my big emotions calm down, yeah, I'll take accountability for it 100%. And that's not just in like our relationship, but like anything.
Yeah.
Friendships, like outside of that, like whatever.
Work relationships, family relationships, any of that, any ship out there.
Yep, I'm gonna be like, yep, that was my fault. Sorry, my bad. Because then that's just a moment that you get to learn from that, and then you grow, and it makes you better.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So another thing that I think was, it was hard for sure. It was definitely hard. Is sitting with yourself when you're healing.
Ooh, why you want to bring that one up?
Because I mean, it's a part of it, and like having to sit with yourself, that sucks.
Ew, it is disgusting. It's the worst.
It is, and like you like to sit. Yeah, it was the worst. That was probably the worst part of it, but also the most rewarding part of it because you're sitting with yourself and you're processing your emotions and you're processing the situations that you never fully processed, but you're also learning new things about yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And you're also learning and teaching yourself that
how to break the cycle.
Yes. And then also teaching yourself it's okay to show those emotions.
Yeah, it doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't make you dramatic.
Yeah. Like it's okay to sit there, be in them for a moment. Don't stay in them.
Oh no, don't live there. If you live and unpack, that's a whole nother issue.
Yes. But definitely sit with yourself and feel it and understand it and go through it. And that in that moment helps you process it.
Yeah,
It
because
sucks,
I
but
have spent time where I said, okay, I'm just gonna live in this.
oh,
Let me
absolutely.
unpack it. This is it. This is just it. This
Yep.
is how my life is gonna be, and I've sat in it and I've lived there for a moment
Yeah,
until I
same.
picked my shit up and decided to walk out
Yeah.
and walk away
Yep, for sure.
and let it go.
And same. I sat in mine for about 3 good weeks. I stayed there and I was like, absolutely not. This is not who I am. This is not me as a person. Fuck that.
Oh, it gets real dark.
Yeah, for sure. We'll save that for another episode
Yeah,
too.
another episode there.
Um, but yeah, I mean, healing is messy, but it can be messy, but it's definitely worth it. And then to get to learn who you are as a person and maybe things that you have forgotten because of these relationships or because of trauma you've experienced, like you get to learn you again and you get to learn also a new version of you that you didn't know existed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
And it also creates a whole new confidence in yourself.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It truly does. Because then you kind of look at that situation or like what you've been through, and in future situations, you're like, huh, I made it through that. I'm
Yeah,
a
I'm a
bad
bad
bitch.
bitch.
Like I can pretty much take on anything at this point. Bring it, throw it at me.
Yeah.
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 No, for sure.
And again, like I'm no doctor. We're not doctors here. We're just kind of speaking from life experiences and speaking our own thoughts on life and
Yeah.
our own experiences together. But like anybody that's going through any kind of struggle out there, I want to just say don't give up.
Yeah. You
Make
are
a safe plan and let go and get out and
absolutely, you're a bad bitch. And if you're currently healing from a toxic relationship or anything, trauma, childhood trauma, adult trauma, whatever it may be, like you got this.
yeah,
Don't give up on yourself.
it's amazing what life has to offer once you walk out that door.
Yeah, for sure. So, a few questions for you.
Okay. Ooh, rapid fire. What are we gonna say? Ask me anything.
No, but so like you have 2 kids, right? We have 2 kids.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
my bonus babies.
Yes.
Birthed by you.
Yes, I birthed them both.
No, but like what was it like navigating your relationship with kids?
It was difficult at times because and it's very difficult when your children see you hurting.
Yeah.
That's never really a comfortable thing because you're supposed to be there for them. You're supposed to be the strong one for them. There were too many times my children saw me cry. And at first I was ashamed of that. But had they not been there, I mean, my life would have probably went a little differently.
Yeah.
But for them, they didn't, and they don't understand completely some things. But and then some things they do. Obviously, my children were a little bit older when me and their father separated.
She was with a guy, guys.
I gotta say that. Yeah,
It's true.
yeah, I was. So anyway,
Public
but
service announcement.
yeah, apparently a lot of people are bothered by that, or shocked by that. Oh God, it wasn't just one, but
And that, my friends, was for Corinne.
yeah. Corinne, if you're out there, if you're listening, sorry, dog. And but it was they were a little older when we separated. They got some of it they were like, yeah, they did understand. But again, it's still a broken home, and that's nothing you ever planned for. Um, for your kids to grow up in a broken home, obviously. And
But
I
is
had
it a
this,
broken home though?
I wouldn't say, but
I
when you
wouldn't
look
either.
at it from like, if you're looking at it from where we live, it's like,
Yeah.
people are going to say, oh, it's a broken home. But honestly, I think when we left and I found myself and I got to be myself and actually who I am,
Yeah.
I was a better mom,
Yeah.
and I was a stay at home mom when he and I were married. So I was never really away from my kids, hardly ever until I left. And I was like, well, it's my turn. I have to support them.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically started completely over, moved in with my parents, had to live with them for, until I could, you
Not too much of your story.
create a stable environment. So
We'll put all these episodes in one. We go.
but I'm just saying, I have to start all over. But navigating
Yeah.
kids is difficult. I mean, even in relationships that I had after him,
Yeah.
obviously you get close to children in a relationship, and
And it's hard.
it's
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah, you just have to.
Yeah. Because if I had biological children and that type of relationship, like I would rather them see me happy than in a toxic relationship.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't think of it as a broken home aspect of it.
right.
But yes, there are people who would look at that and go
As a broken home.
as a broken home,
Yeah.
which is wild.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then that makes you very aware of who else you bring around them.
Yes.
Like, my God, I don't want to have to put them through this again.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah.
So, very difficult, but we made it through. We're all happy. We're all healthy.
And you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So anyway, back to me. I'm just kidding.
Let's talk about you now.
No, just kidding. But no, yeah, healing's not easy. So, like we said, you a bad bitch if you doing it, and you got this for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, now that we've rambled on,
we'll have to save all of our stories for another episode.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of interesting stories for you guys coming up soon.
You get to learn a lot about who we are and what we've went through.
This will be fun.
This is going to be a great ride.
Yeah, for sure. Guys. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you next episode.